All 126 assembly constituencies for Assam, the polling shall be just in one phase, and the polling shall take place on 9th of April, Thursday, 2026. The counting shall be on 4th of May. All 140 assembly constituencies of Kerala shall also go for polling on 9th April, that is Thursday, and counting shall be on the same day, that is 4th May 2026. Puducherry also will go along with Assam and Kerala. The date of poll is 9th April and the counting will be 4th of May. Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, all 234 assembly constituencies will go for poll on 23rd of April in one phase, and the counting shall be on the same day for all the 5 states/UT, that is 4th of May 2026. West Bengal. West Bengal, the 294 assembly constituencies, the polling shall be held in 2 phases. In the first phase 152 and the second phase 142. The date of poll shall be 23rd of April and 29th of April. And the counting shall be together for all, that is 4th of May 2026. There will be 8 by-elections also, that is Goa, Gujarat, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Nagaland and Tripura. The name of the constituencies are mentioned here and the reasons, which will be circulated to you. And the schedule would be that the assembly constituencies for Goa, Karnataka, Nagaland and Tripura will be held, the polling will be held on 9th of April, and for the assembly constituencies of Gujarat and Maharashtra on 23rd. The counting shall be on 4th of May for all the cases. Thank you. One major initiative has been that all the applications of Election Commission of India now are under one app which is applicable on mobile, available on mobile, and it is called as ECI Net. All the necessary information across all the stakeholders is available, whether it is your EPIC card, whether it is your polling station, whether it is about the candidate, whether it is about the affidavits of the candidate, whether it is about the progress of polling which is taking place, or whether it is about counting. There shall be 100% webcasting to ensure transparency in each and every polling station. The presiding officers of every polling station shall input the number of votes cast after every 2 hours to ensure that voting percentages which are being relayed through the media to the public at large is by and large accurate. And at end of the poll, whatever the figures are there in 17C, accordingly the percentage is also displayed without any further delay. All the booth level officers have been given identity cards so that our electors and the households can identify them easily. And since our electoral staff has been working very hard, their remunerations were also increased. ECI Net, as I mentioned, will be containing all the 40 different applications integrated in a seamless manner. In another initiative to enhance transparency, the postal ballots will be counted 2 rounds before the EVMs. Similarly, all the statistics relating to the elections shall be available through ECI Net itself within 72 hours of counting being over. In case of any difference because of typographical errors between 17C, which is given at the polling stations, to all the polling agents who are present and the EVM count. If there is a difference, the VVPATs of that EVM shall mandatorily be counted. Similarly, after the counting is over, the losing candidate can prefer, after prescribed payment of fee, checking of the EVM along with VVPAT counting. Considering that India has been the mother of democracies and the largest of them all, with the most transparent elections taking place, the international idea is now currently being chaired by India. We also held an international conference with more than 70 countries. Next. Where the chief electoral officers from those countries has participated recently. Commission had review visits to all these 5 states/UT and met all the officers, as I had mentioned earlier, including our foot soldiers, that is, our booth level officers. Clear directions have been issued to all the enforcement agencies, nearly 24 of them, that elections in these states and UT shall be inducement-free and violence-free. Directions have been issued to the collectors and the SPs that they have to act with complete impartiality and enforce the rule of law. The observers which will be visiting the states, their details should be made public, and any fake news on social media should be strictly monitored and necessary action taken.